It starts with something tiny. You walk up to a vending machine. Maybe it's late, maybe you're tired. You put in your coins, press the button and wait for the bottle to drop. But when you reach down, there is already a drink there. It looks unopened, even forgotten. Maybe the person before you paid for it and walked away. Maybe the machine glitched. Maybe you just got lucky. In Japan, in 1985, that little moment became something people were told to fear, because the free drink might not have been free, it might have been left there on purpose. And inside the bottle was more than just the drink, something deadly. This is the story of the Paraquat Murders, sometimes called Japan's vending machine murders. Across 1985, poisoned drinks started appearing around vending machines. They were found in dispensing slots, on top of machines, underneath them, or just nearby. To someone passing by, they could look like forgotten bottles. To someone buying a drink, they could look like a harmless extra. The poison was usually paraquat, a powerful agricultural herbicide. In one commonly listed case, it was diquat, a related chemical. The poisonings are commonly linked to at least a dozen deaths. Some accounts count 13 victims, while official police statistics for all paraquat-related drink contamination cases were broader. No one was ever convicted. And the case still feels wrong because it took one of the most ordinary things in Japan and made it suspicious. A simple drink from a vending machine. To understand why this scared people, you have to understand the machine. By the mid-1980s, vending machines in Japan were not strange or hidden away. They were just part of the street. Beverage machines had been spreading for more than 20 years. Soft drink machines expanded in the 1960s. The 1970s brought canned drinks, hot and cold machines, and canned coffee. By 1985, the vending machine was not a novelty. It was normal public infrastructure. That was the appeal. You put in money, a drink came out. You did not have to talk to anyone. You did not have to go inside a shop. You could be at a station, beside a road, outside an office, and the machine would do the same quiet transaction every time. The Paraquat Murders used that trust against people. The poison bottle did not have to look scary. It only had to look like it belonged there. A drink near other drinks, in a place where drinks were supposed to appear. The trap was simple. That is what made it so unsettling. The first commonly cited death came in late April 1985. A 45-year-old truck driver was in Fukuyama, in Hiroshima Prefecture. Japanese sources say he drank from a bottle of Orinamin C that had been left near a vending machine. He became seriously ill and died 2 days later. Paraquat was detected. At first, it may have looked like one poisoning. Then September came. In Osaka Prefecture, a man bought a drink and reportedly found another bottle already sitting in the receiving slot. He drank it and died days later. In Mie Prefecture, a university student died after drinking a poisoned beverage. That case is often listed as involving diquat rather than paraquat. More cases followed: Fukui, Miyazaki, Wakayama, Saitama, Nara, Miyagi, Osaka again, Ishikawa. The details shifted from case to case. Sometimes the bottle was in the slot, sometimes it was on top of the machine, sometimes underneath. But the shape of the story stayed the same. A drink had been left where a drink might plausibly be found. Someone picked it up, someone trusted it, then they were poisoned. The victims were not tied together by an obvious relationship. Their locations were scattered across Japan, and the method was simple enough that every new report raised a worse question. Was this one person, or had the idea itself started moving? Paraquat was not some exotic poison from a spy story. It was an agricultural herbicide, a plant killer. That ordinary background is part of what makes the case uncomfortable. The chemical belonged to farms, fields, storage sheds, and supply chains. In the wrong place, in the wrong hands, it became a weapon. Public health agencies describe paraquat as highly toxic if swallowed. The United States Environmental Protection Agency puts it bluntly: one small sip can be fatal and there is no antidote. Diquat is a related herbicide. Some commercial products have contained paraquat and diquat together, though not every product did for this story. The important point is simple. These were chemicals made to kill plants. When they were mixed into drinks, they could kill people. The victims did not need to understand the chemistry to be in danger. They only needed to believe the drink was safe. Once the pattern became public, the fear spread past the individual cases. People were warned not to drink bottles that looked abandoned, forgotten, or unexpectedly free. A drink left in a vending machine slot was no longer a lucky accident. It was suspicious. That is an odd kind of fear. It attaches itself to a tiny decision. Do you pick it up? Do you leave it there? Do you warn someone? Do you wonder whether the bottle beside the machine has been sitting there for 5 minutes or 5 hours? Authorities had to deal with the wider problem too. In early 1986, police ran a nationwide campaign focused on tighter control of poisonous substances and asked manufacturers and sellers to strengthen their controls. There were visible safety changes as well. Otsuka's official history says that after a shocking contamination incident, Ornament C changed from a screw cap to a safer cap design in 1986. That detail matters. The fear was not only poison, it was tampering. A screw cap could be opened and closed again, a bottle could look normal. After the poisonings, safety had to become something you could see. The numbers around the case are messy because different sources draw the line in different places. The poisonings are commonly linked to at least a dozen deaths. Some accounts count 13 victims, while official police statistics for all Paraquat-related drink contamination cases were broader. That broader picture matters. But it should not be treated as one neat list of victims in one neat series. Once the idea was public, the case became harder to separate from possible copycats, false reports, self-staged incidents, and other poisonings involving similar chemicals. In 1985, the National Police Agency recorded dozens of paraquat herbicide drink contamination incidents, with deaths beyond the commonly named vending machine series. In 1986, more incidents followed. That does not prove one person was behind everything. It means the method had become public, the fear had become public, and the line between a serial crime and a wider panic had started to blur. For viewers now, that uncertainty is frustrating. For people living through it, it was probably part of the terror. If no one could say exactly where the pattern began and ended, then every unattended bottle became a question. The case was hard to solve in a very plain way. The locations were public. Leaving a bottle could take seconds. Someone could walk up to a vending machine, put something down, and disappear back into normal street movement. The victims did not seem to share one workplace, one family, one dispute, or one routine. The machine could not say who had been there before. The bottle did not explain where it came from. And this was 1985. Public cameras were not everywhere. A vending machine was not wrapped in the kind of digital trail people might imagine today. This itself created another problem. The more the media covered the poisonings, the more imitation became possible. If a later bottle appeared, was it connected to the earlier deaths? Was it a copycat? Was it a separate act using the same idea? Or was the whole series more fragmented than it looked from the outside? Those questions never led to a conviction. Public summaries state that the statute of limitations has since expired. The case is remembered partly because it never gave people the clean ending they wanted. There was no face, no motive, no final explanation, just a bottle left beside a machine. It would be satisfying if the aftermath came with one clear number. A sales collapse, a national behavior change, a chart that shows exactly how much trust disappeared. The evidence is not that neat. Accessible sources do not give a reliable nationwide sales loss figure for vending machine purchases or drink sales. So we should not pretend there is one. What we can say is smaller and probably more honest. The poisonings changed the meaning of unattended drinks. They made people suspicious of something that had looked harmless. They pushed warnings, police action, and visible product safety changes. A bottle near a vending machine was no longer just litter or luck, or someone else's mistake. It could be evidence that is a quiet change, but it is real. Today, the story almost sounds like an urban legend. A drink left behind, a stranger's mistake, a free bottle, a trap. But the victims were real. The fear was real, and what makes the Paraquat murders so hard to shake is how little had to change. The vending machine still looked like a vending machine. The bottle still looked like a bottle. The street still looked normal. Only the trust had changed. And once that was gone, even an ordinary drink could make people stop and think twice.